the moment you're confident enough to take the piss by putting yourself as the context of the main topic of the conversation,
Love it.
you can say anything.
I found a statement on your web, and you stated, stand-up means I am able to say things that people think and feel,
The truth, and I'll never change that quote.
but do not have liberty
Exactly.
of expressing. What do you mean
So
by
true.
that? Who are you speaking for in this?
I speak on behalf of, literally, and this I had said it, I think, I'm not sure, after my second special life. When I, most, let's say 90% of my material is usually built from, like I mentioned, everyday circumstances, certainly. So the difference is why am I always okay with the political side of things and I never take a side and no one knows what side, if I am on a side at all, but no one knows. People take guesses. Oh, I'm like, why? Why would you think that? Why? Because I just spoke what you're thinking as well, but because you're like a blinded horse, you can't say it. So my comedy is based on the fact that I know, the example I can give you to answer that perfectly is one of my stand-ups. I joked about when we come quickly.
Okay.
We can't speak
Of
about
course.
that. It's actually
It's-
when we come, it's like way quicker than we expected. Like you've been waiting and saying, and you watch too much porn, so you think you're ready for it, and you think you can go for an hour, and then dawra tarloċ. You're like, what the? So when I'll be with friends, and that's when I started understanding, okay, you think it as well, but you don't say it. Because when we're alone, you said it. So it started with be with just the boys. Boys, you know, by the way, my friends. You're like, what the? So when I'll be with friends, and that's when I started understanding, okay, you think it as well, but you don't say it. Because when we're alone, you said it. So it started with be with just the boys. Boys, you know, by the way, my friends. What? For what did you just say? 4 hours? 4 hours having sex? No, I choose not to. When we're alone, it's like, I'm alive. Then we're with the other people or the women, I say, like you just told me, man. That's last week. It came in 2 minutes.
You say it in front of them?
Of course I do, but I said in front of the stage. I say it with so much openness, if that's a word at all, because I know I'm not the only one. So hence, that stand-up gives me the opportunity. And I have this thing that thankfully I've taught to my kids a lot, I hope, that the moment you're confident enough to take the piss by putting yourself as the context of the main topic of the conversation,
Love it.
you can say anything. And any top stand-up comedy will tell you that's pure comedy. You know, Louis C.K. talks about the whole sex scandal he had, and he opened up the special of 2 years ago with that, saying, shall we talk about? And he just spoke about, but then he spoke about everyone has their own inhibitions and all these sexual fetishes, etc. The only difference is he got caught. He was reported, which by the way, it was a case blown out of proportion. But everyone has, you have, look, 100%. You might have these weird, I don't know, man. I don't know what you have on your tablet, but you do. It could not be as sexual. It could be an anime. I don't know, man. But whatever. Look, don't get me wrong. But you know what I'm trying to get to. So I'm okay to say it because nearly, let's not say everyone. Everyone has their hidden naughty things of what they can or they shouldn't do.